Welcome everybody to another Create Your New Life. I am your host, CEO Broker Michael G. Davis, here for another Tuesday. I know it started off a little rough, but that's all good, right? It's all good. We're doing part two of, we weren't able to get our guest on last week, but we're able to get her on this week. So instead of just, flipping things up, I just decided to just make this part two, as not to always have to learn the things the hard way, which is something that myself and Miss Rhodeshia Hopkins are going to discuss as we work on getting her on board. But again, want to thank you for jumping on this episode 172 of the Create Your New Life. This serves as kind of like our business meeting where we come together and we just, we come together and we talk about what we've done over the last week, and just we talk about who's put in production, who has any events that we have coming down the pipeline. So it's a great opportunity for us to engage every week on a weekly basis. So definitely want to thank you. If you're not a member of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, want to thank you for chiming in with us today so you can get an inside look of what we have going on. So with that being said, let me go ahead and start off the way that I typically do. I also want to remind you guys, look, for those that are on, looks like we got about 5 people on right now. If you have any questions or any comments that you want to make, I do have the chat open. So I can see your comments and your things as we begin our interview with Miss Rhodeshia Hopkins. I see that she's on, but once we begin that interview piece, then we'll also be able to see your comments and be able to engage with you through the chat as well. So that's definitely open. All right, so before we get into our interview, let's take care of some business. The first thing I do is always, I want to remind you all of the opportunity to gain CE credit through our providership. So we offer an hour of CE credit, and that's a little bit of the criteria that you have to do to ensure that you get the CE credit. So definitely take advantage of that. When it's time to renew that license, that stuff's gonna come in handy. So you get that hour of CE credit. Definitely want to encourage you to engage with us on social media. Our YouTube channel is a great source, a great place for you to get an idea of who we are as a company, as well as to see, our different recordings. Like we have our trainings, we have our Mastermind Through Tough Times. We just have a number of videos on there. We have our one-on-one coaching sessions. You're able to see an example of those. So it's a great resource for you to take advantage of. And then we have our Facebook business page. So, with our Facebook business page, it's like our bulletin board. It gives you an idea of what our updated most recent calendar, monthly calendar. So we just put the May calendar up there. You'll be able to save the date on the different trainings that we have, the different events that we have for the month. So that's an opportunity for you as well. And then you'll also be able to see, connect with me on the other social media platforms, okay? The VIP Insider community, if you're a Brooks & Davis agent, you're a Brooks & Davis affiliate, or if you're just a Brooks & Davis fan, we want you to be a part of our VIP Insider community. It's a no-cost membership that gives you access to exclusive weekly events, promotions, as well as great content to help you grow in resources. And it's another great way for us to engage. So if you're not a part of that, let us know. We can send you the invite, or you can just go on Facebook, go in groups, and Google Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Family, and then it should pull up, and we can go ahead and let you in that way. Had a great drawing on last week that was provided by one of our affiliate members, Ms. Ellen Porter. So I hope you all were able to take advantage of getting your information in there and getting in the drawing for that beautiful basket that she had posted here in the office. So that's the kind of stuff that you're able to gain access to when taking advantage of the VIP Insider. Now, if you're looking at this and you're not a member of Brooks & Davis, and you hear some things that really resonate with you, and you feel like this is the kind of brokerage firm you want to be a part of, we ask that you just go to this link and let's schedule an online or in-person company introduction so you can learn a little bit more about what we have here to offer to our agent members, as well as to our affiliate members. All right, so with that being said, again, our title for today is, as a realtor, not to always have to learn things the hard way. And again, that's going to come from our conversation that we're going to have a little later with Miss Rhodeshia Hopkins as we dive in to that space. And we're also going to be talking about lead generation, learning. We're also going to be talking about how it feels about respect and family, how our company feels about that, and our culture. We're going to look at one of our proprietary programs that deals with distributing leads. Yes, we do give leads. And again, we got we got a really big week filled. I think we got about 8 events happening this week. So for you all to take advantage of and jump in with us. All right. So the moment in core, let's see. For you all that are, seeing this for the very first time, we have a core ideology. It's made up of 3 components. It's made up of our core mission, our core goal, as well as our core value. And the value we want to highlight today is treat and respect one another like family. This is something that I spent a lot of time and emphasis on during our town hall meeting last week, because it's just that important. You're not going to like everybody that's in your family, right? But you're going to respect your family because y'all have a common bond. Well, that's how we are here at Brooks and Davis. We have a common bond. We have something that resonates with all of us, and we definitely want to take advantage of treating and handling one another as if we're a family with that level of care and that level of respect, because we're all looking to do the same thing, which is not only grow ourselves but also grow the Brooks and Davis family. So let's work together because we can get a lot further along by working together. That's what that's all about. Another thing we highlighted is our core priorities for 2021. So we have 4 core priorities, things that we're really focusing on. And every week we're highlighting one of those. And the one that we're highlighting today is exponential member business growth, right? We want to, when we, for the first quarter, we did 223% increase in agent production, quarter over quarter. So, and those are that's the kind of exponential growth that we want to continue to showcase. We want our agents to continue to do more transactions and really grow from an exponential standpoint. So, we have things like our discounted merchandise that you can utilize to help grow your business and brand yourself, the podcast, the Prime Real Estate Network. Those are great platforms that you can utilize to spread throughout your sphere of influence, the digital lead generation system, virtual desktop. We just have these elements that we want to continue to work and help you all generate leads, generate business, as well as develop you to the point to where you know how to convert it. That is a core priority for us in 2021. So we're excited to be able to share that. Now, we have a new agent, so we're growing. I definitely want to. I'm liking the fact that every week I'm highlighting someone new, whether that's an agent, whether that's an affiliate member, whether that's an affiliate that's transitioned because they passed their exam. Like, that's what I like, because that shows new life, new blood into our organization. So we definitely want to welcome Mr. Brandon Patterson to our Brooks and Davis family. He's an agent that's coming over from another brokerage firm. He recognized what we have here to offer as it relates to our support, and he feels like being in this kind of environment will really help him spur the way that he wants to as it relates to growing his business. And I agree with him, right? Meeting with the brother, we also have something in common. We went to the same university, Prairie View A&M. We're also we're also members of the same fraternity. So I can definitely say that it's going to be, that this brother's going to cause a dent in this business, and all he needs is just make sure that he's planted in the right soil. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that we are the right soil for him to come in and do great things. So definitely welcome Brandon Patterson to the family, y'all. He's a good brother, and he's going to do great here with Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. All right, so with that being said, let's showcase our production for the week. Got great production as always, got an increase from last week. Definitely want to congratulate some individuals, Donovan Campbell, Margaret Harrison, Elena Smith, and Rick Davis for adding new production this week. Brought us up over the $11 million mark for the week. So that's great. Again, that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking to do more deals, do more transactions. That's a great number to be in double digits, to be carrying that amount of production at any given time. I'm very excited about that. That's a big payout. So that means there's a lot of agents that's about to get paid, about to make some money. And again, that's where we want you to be. We want you to be on this list every week. We want you to be adding new stuff, and we want to be highlighting your transactions in green, because that shows that you're adding something. Now, if your name is not on this list, then guess what? you need to be committed to the coaching, right? You need to be meeting with me once a week. My calendar should be filled because the coaching is what's going to help you get there, right? Everybody knows about our member dues credits. You know, you get a member due credit for doing transactions, but you also get a member due credit for doing the coaching. So take advantage of the coaching because that's what's going to help you get to the point to where you can have your name in that top 3, right? You know, we see the same names all the time, but guess what? They're the ones that's been developed, they're putting in the work, and they're making this business work for them. You can do the same thing. You just need the right type of guidance. So tap in, jump into the ecosystem and get engaged. Get engaged. All right. Let's see. With that being said, all right. So the next thing that we're gonna look at is our digital proprietary programming. Lost my thought. All right, so digital proprietary programming. So again, that's something that we're very proud of, how innovative and how we're constantly adding things because we're focused on you all growing. And the one thing that we're going to look at today is our digital lead generation system. And the great thing about that is that I have it pulled up. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen though. Okay. Because y'all don't be telling me when I ain't sharing the right stuff. Okay, so I got it pulled up. What I did was I went to this link. So if you saw that link right there, all I did was click on it. And what it does is it takes you, you know, as the company, you know, as we're generating leads, we have an opportunity where we can add those leads on here. And again, look, these aren't A+ leads. I hold no bones about that these are not A+ leads. But guess what? They're an opportunity for you to begin to convert, for you to work on your skills as you are getting leads in, you're able to be skilled, right? Because what we don't want you to do is we don't want you to be practicing on good leads, right? We don't want you to be practicing on those leads that are coming from your friends and family that already know, like, and trust you. But you don't know how to convert, like you don't know how to take them from prospect to customer. To client. Like, we don't want you to be learning then. So work with these leads. These are leads you ain't had to do nothing to get. Work with them, work on your conversion and get you to the point to where you can become a better closer as it relates to converting people. So that's what this digital lead generation system is all about. It's one of those things that we connect people with as it relates to during orientation, right? So if you haven't, we're doing an orientation this week. We're going to talk about that. If you haven't attended orientation, whether you've been with us for a while or you just signed up, attend orientation because it's a great opportunity for you to get connected and get these types of things like we're talking about, the digital lead generation system, the virtual desk time, and some of the other elements that we connect you to. So this is just another one of those elements that we definitely want to connect you to and get you a part of. All right, let's see. All right, so now let's jump into our events real quick, and then we'll be on to our interview with Ms. Rhodeshia Hopkins. All right, so we have our May calendar of events in. If you haven't already seen it, we put it on our Facebook business page. Remember, that's where we premiere a lot of this stuff. So if you're not following that page, I encourage you to follow it. As you can see, May is going to be a very busy month. Them dates and them words are getting smaller and smaller because we're adding more and more to the calendar. Today we're doing our mastermind through tough times. What if DJ Khaled and Beyonce collaborated on some cheap glasses? Well, what if they did? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today at 2:30. So you guys jump on the live with us on our Facebook business page. We have an open house training tomorrow, right? So we're going to be learning some tips for holding successful open houses, create that mastermind and that roundtable component for you all. So if you need to get better at open houses, if you want to make that a staple in your business, doing those on a weekly basis, on a consistent basis, then definitely jump on that training. It's going to be in person and virtual. So we love to see y'all lovely faces coming to the coaching and training center. But if you're not able to, you can always jump on through the link. Just make sure you RSVP. We're also doing our new agent orientation. Again, it's every first and third Wednesday. So we're doing that tomorrow. Starts at 2:00 on tomorrow. Make sure you bring your laptop so we can get you connected with all the great stuff that we're offering. All right, Thursday, working with investors, right? Right now, the way things are kind of turning over as it relates to our market, now is a good time for you to partner with some people that have some capital that are looking to invest in real estate. Why do I say that? I got a statistic the other day that says that there is more people that are 90 days late now than were 90 days late or in default back during the Great Recession of 2007. That's scary, right? Because I remember that. I lived through that, man. We're talking about, at one point, it was over 2 million properties that were defaulted. That means they were either in foreclosure or they were going through short sale process. 2 million at one point. And now you're saying that there's more people in default now than there were back then. So you can imagine what, unless the government kind of comes in and helps, if they leave it up to if they leave it up to the market to course correct, it's gonna be a bloody market, right? So with that being the case, it's good for you to understand how you can partner with people that may have the resources that could go in and purchase properties as the inventory comes into the market. So we're going to be bringing in an investor, very seasoned investor, someone that I've worked with for years, really knows his stuff. He's going to be coming in and he's going to be educating us on the best ways that investors and realtors can work together. So that's going to be on Thursday, starting at 12 o'clock. And then we're doing our study hall, this week's study hall. So the theme for study hall is math, real estate math. That's the stuff we're going to be doing. So if you're preparing for your test, you need to get ready, get right to go, then definitely take part in the study hall. That's another virtual and in-person, as well as the training is virtual and in-person. So whether you can come into the coaching center and see the blackboard, or you can get on Zoom, and I'll still position the Zoom so you can see the blackboard. So we can go through and do some math problems together. It's also a great place for our mentees to come in during the study hall, because we discuss a lot of the basics of real estate. It's a great platform for you to come in and understand some of the definitions, the terms, some of the documents. We can really tackle a lot of those questions. So we're doing that Thursday, beginning at 6 o'clock. We're premiering our newest episode of the Realtor Life podcast, where our special guest was Octavia Shepherd Stewart, realtor, stylist, and salon owner. So look for us to showcase her story, her episode this Thursday on the Facebook business page. You don't want to miss it. I promise you don't. And then, as always, Monday Nights with Mike. It's a great opportunity to do one-on-one with me. I go every Monday at 7 o'clock on my personal Facebook page. And again, it's just an opportunity for you to engage with me. 16 years of experience, over 1,000 transactions under my belt. So, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can talk about business. We can talk about how do you merge family and business, real estate, why'd you get into it? We can talk about your emotions, your feelings. We can talk about whatever you want. Because at the end of the day, it's a great platform and an opportunity for us to engage on a more intimate level to help you grow your business and get your business moving. And that's not just for Brooks & Davis agents or affiliates. If you're in this industry, you're in this market, then tap into Coach Mike, because that's what I do on Mondays. Monday nights with Coach Mike, and we get it going. So